Aloha again, beautiful souls. I want to talk to you about mana today. I know I said I was going to speak about spinner dolphins in my next video, but I'm still looking for clips. I'm pretty sure I have some snorkeling or spearfishing where we've seen some, but I'm going to keep looking. If not, I'll find some footage of them from somewhere else. But mana, anyway, if you look at like the Polynesian definition, it's thunder, storm, or wind. But really, I wanted to look at the native Hawaiian culture and what they consider mana to be, because that's what I feel here on the island. And you know, it's something that you feel, you see it, and you experience it. And it's really like a disposition, or you know, your behaviors and your beliefs. You sense this mana in, you know, knowledge, just your knowledge, your experiences, or a combination of them. And it's like the love of the land, also in the energy of the island. And according to, you know, Hawaiian culture, you can gain and lose your mana through your behavior or action. So that's why it's so important. That's why I always talk about, you know, having the highest vibrations, because I'm living in this culture where they talk about where if you lose that mana, you know, it's like it's bad energy. You're almost thinking that it's bad energy. But I want to explain now in my terms what mana is to me. So it's definitely energy. It's so hard to put in words, but it's like I went and I wrote some things down and I didn't want to forget. So it's like standing at the edge of the volcano or by the volcano on the platform, and you just feel the life and the energy coming out of that and a presence. It's just amazing. When you go to different heiaus here on the island, you feel a different spiritual energy in those areas. And, you know, when you see that kind of like offering or something there, an altar, it's just a different sense you get. It's like a seriousness. You just feel the seriousness in the air. When you go in the water in some of the places here, oh my God, you just go in the water and it's like a cleansing. You come out and you just feel refreshed and cleansed. And there's a lot of places to go like that here. And waterfalls, I can't even tell you, swimming in a waterfall and the sense you get, there's so much mana. I mean, you just feel this energy and divine. You just feel like you're surrounded by spiritual divine energy. And it's also, it can be spooky too. There's definitely places where I've gone to that they did sacrifices and things like that, you know, in history here on the island, and you just sense it, you can feel it. So to me, that's part of what's mana. Now that's feeling and the sense. I also see things that I believe are mana all the time, like the day we were driving and I told my son to slow down not 5 minutes before, and here goes a mouflon sheep, runs right across the road in front of us. And that's something that we just never see on the main highway. And that to me was like mana, that energy. It was like I slowed down. I was aware of the environment, and something just happened. It's when the hawks fly overhead when we go into Kona. You know, I remember I used to work 4 days a week at this one job and rarely saw hawks. And the last 2 times that my daughter and I have driven into Kona, we've seen a pair of hawks both times fly over our vehicle at one point. So to me, that's like these, you know, people talk about synchronicities or signs. To me, it's like the mana here, you know, pheasants that fly across the road, and seeing the monk seal on the beach, like you see in my other video. A whale, one time when I was kayaking, the whale came right under the kayak and literally swam around the kayak to check me out. So it's something like that. It's like when we drive down South Point Road and you see the horses playing and rolling in the sand, you know, the dirt, and running and things like, you know, you just don't see. Now I know people on farms see that all the time, but it's not, it was like a special energy. It's like something I saw that I felt that I was privy to. It felt special. You know, cows stampeding, the nene chasing a pheasant who was too close to her fledgling. It's, you know, it's things like that. That's what the mana is to me. It's this feeling, this positive energy, this high vibration, this life force that's all around me. I mean, when I hear the wind, when the wind picks up here and I just hear the wind and the wind rustling in the leaves and the sunsets and the sunrises that I look out my window in the morning, it just brings me so much of life and earth and the Aina, the land. And to me, that's, you know, and then it makes me want to protect it and do better and care for the land and care for the animals and care for the plants. And it kind of just is like this cycle, you know, it keeps giving and then you want to give, and it gives you and you want to give. And it's just, it's a wonderful energy. So if you come and visit Hawaii, I know you experience it because I experienced it the first time I visited, and it was like I didn't want to get back on the plane. I wanted to stay here. I mean, just literally like, I'll find a job, I'll quit my job, I'll find something, I'm just staying here, I'm not going home. So that's how it impacted me so much. And living here has just been magical. So, you know, if you have a chance to come to Hawaii, it's a magical place. The Big Island is so different than the other islands. I think it's really rural, and you see a lot of life here, and it's got a lot of diverse landscapes. It's the biggest island. It's got the two huge volcanoes, Mauna Kea, Mauna Loa, and then of course Kilauea. And I think there's a total of 5 or 7 around the island, but these are the you know, the ones that everyone talks about. But it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So make sure if you do visit, you think about the mana, do some research on it, see how you can be, you know, keeping that energy, you know, always you want to not leave anything behind when you visit an area, that's for sure. So I encourage you to come and visit Hawaii and experience the mana for yourself. Aloha again, beautiful souls, and I will see you in the next video, which I hope is on the spinner dolphins, but if it's not, it'll be on nenes. Flightless geese, the nenes, they will be in the next video, I think. So until then, aloha again, and have a great evening, day, afternoon, whatever it is. And don't forget to live with love and kindness and generosity in your thoughts, your words, your actions, and your deeds, not only to yourself, but to especially to other people around you, because that's really how we're going to change the world and make it a better place for all.